Because each of you are so special. Have you ever heard the saying, like, what do they think? She's God's gift to the world? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Do you know why? God made you. He made you special. You're gifted, different from anybody else in this room. Your life experiences are different than anybody else here. I would venture to say that there's probably not two people in this room that were born on the same day at the same year. There's probably none of us that all went to the same school. Are there two people that went to school together all through the school year? You guys? Okay, sisters, that kind of doesn't count. Kind of had to. But do you see how unique each one of us are? God wanted us to be unique. Look at the giraffe. Look at a hippopotamus. Look at the beauty of a peacock. He didn't want all the animals to look all the same. He wanted us to be different and special. We've all had different experiences. We've had trials and tribulations in our life. But how many of you can say, I have seen the hand of God at work? I have seen miraculous things happen. When somebody said it wasn't going to work, I prayed and it worked. I remember a time when I had little to no money. I had a washer that kept my faith very relevant and very real, because somebody told me I was not, that this wasn't true, but if I prayed over the washer, it would work. If I didn't pray over the washer, it didn't work. That was God's way of saying, you need me for everything. He uses those things to reveal himself to us. Did you talk about the questions that were on the board? Like, what was your first car that you drove? Shout one out. What was the first car that you drove? A Camaro was your first car. Woo! Somebody else? 58 Rambler station. Stick or automatic? Oh, okay. Push button. What? Good for you. Awesome. 56 Ford? Wow. Anybody else? How about, who was their first car? Was a truck? A Volkswagen. There you go. Somebody else was going to say something over here. Who was going? A 50 Ford was your first truck, or your first car you drove? Wow. Wow. Early Packards. Wow. Wow. First car I drove was a 74 Pinto station wagon. But isn't that neat though? That's something else that we're different, but yet we're together. It's that battle of learning how to drive, learning how to figure it out, push all the things and get your feet a-going. I'm sure your parents just had their eyes covered as you drove out the driveway, didn't they, as they went? That's that faith and trust. How about some of your favorite meals? Thanksgiving dinner pizza. Who's got a meatloaf? Meatloaf. Prime rib. There you go. There you go. Stuffed chicken breast. Lobster's always good. Don't ever turn that one down. Good. Good. See, we're getting to know one another a little bit. You know, the Lord's been impressing on my heart how much that we are gifts of God. He made us special, like I said. Not one other person is like you, not like me. Some people say thank you for that, Jesus, that nobody else is like me. But also my life experiences has molded me to be the person that I am. I've had hardships. I've had disappointments. I've had incredible miracles. And they've molded me to be the person that I am, to trust God more. We're also gifts for God. Because our gift for God is when we spend time with Him. Then we're given back to Him that gift that He gave to us. And that's time, and that's worship, and that's adoration. As we spend time with Him, don't we get to know Him just a little bit more? I remember my dad, a very interesting person, but he would tell people, you know what you need to do? You just need to go down. You need to go down to the church, sit in the pew, and shut up. And he said, because how are you going to listen to God if all you're doing is talking? In our intimacy with the Lord is when we quiet down and He begins to talk with us. And that's our gift that we give back to God. So now we're a gift for God. And then the part, as we've recognized that we were made special in His image and that we are a gift for God, and now we're a gift from God to the world. Because each one of us has something that is only for you to give. You can only do what God has empowered you to do. I can't do it. We are all empowered and gifted in ways that maybe we haven't even realized yet. So we really are God's gift to the world. And we need to embrace that. So if somebody says, what do you think, you're God's gift? Yep, I really do. Do you know why I know that? Because God said I was. He said I was made in His image. Jesus was a gift to the world. If Jesus abides in me, then that's the gift that I give. I want to show you two pieces of things that impacted me as I was getting ready for this tea. Can you see it? What are some words that describe it? What? Old. Antique. Huh? It used to be sterling silver, I think. It's tarnished. Got a couple of dents. It's used. Yeah. Practical. There you go. Wonder where it was served. Wonder who it served. Pardon? That's right. It's pretty ornate if you look at it. It was probably something spectacular when it was new. It's got a couple of, it's bent, and I think and this is what really started working on my heart for the message. And then I found this dish. Can you see it? Do you see it? What do you notice about it? Mended. It's glued back together. See it? It's flowers. It's pretty. It was part of a set, I would imagine. But it's glued back. Is it still useful? Yeah. I think so. As I began to pray, the Lord began to show me different things about it. I saw the same things. Look at where the silver got scrubbed off. And I thought, who uses silver pots anymore anyway? But who owned it? And who discarded it? I think sometimes This is the way we feel. Broken. Tired, worn out, dented. Tarnished. Used. Tired. Bent, beat up. Discarded. All these things I found in secondhand shop. Everything on the table, save a couple that people have donated, have all been in secondhand shops. Discarded. Marked down. I think one of the things that affect women of our age is we feel like, what's left? I'm old. You know, many of you celebrated my 60th birthday with me. I keep telling Charles, I can't believe I'm 60. I can't believe it. When did that happen? I am old. I know you guys are, some of you are older than I, but it's like, when did this happen? When did the tarnish get all scrubbed off? I think sometimes we feel like that. We feel useless. We feel worn out. And sometimes through life's experiences, we feel discarded, broken. Outdated. That's what I thought about the silver pots. Who uses those anyway? That's outdated. Who wants that anymore? I know some days I do. I notice that I make a little more noise when I walk. I don't think I could sneak up on anybody. There's little cracks and pops. I'll tell you something. Maybe some of you guys know this. I have a stationary bike in my house. It gets used, maybe once in a while. And there is a stationary bike. I use it at night because I have restless leg. So I'll get up and ride my bike in the middle of the night. Good thing Charles doesn't hear it, but anyway, so one night I was walking to the bathroom and I tripped and fell and my kneecap hit the bar on the bike. I remember hitting that with my knee, and I remember waves of nausea. And I remember thinking, that really hurt. I made my way back to the bed, whimpering silently. No. Hurt for days. Whew. Wow. About May, I noticed that my knee was not strong. I would notice that I didn't feel like I could trust it. So I went to the doctor, took an x-ray, and he said, so you fell in February? Did you go to the doctor? No. Did you go get an x-ray? You broke your kneecap. And I said, so that's why it hurt so bad. It's healing now, he said. When I was 15, I was a cheerleader. I could jump, I could flip, I could do all kinds of stuff. I could have stuck the landing. I can't anymore. It's amazing how when you get up from the floor, how you get up on all fours and then you crawl your way up the wall. We feel tired. We don't have as much energy as we used to. But there's hope. Do you want to know what it is? It's exciting. It is to me. In the book of Timothy. Now, do you think in the Bible it would talk about teapots? It does. Kind of. In the book of Timothy, chapter 2, verse 20 and 21, it says, in a large house there's articles not only of gold and silver, but also of wood and clay. Some are for special purposes, and some for common use. Those who cleanse themselves from the latter will be instruments for special purposes, made holy, useful to the master, and prepared to do any good work. Does it say it has to be new, non-dented, shiny, sparkly, the newest fashion? What does it say? Cleanse it. Just to cleanse it. All the teapots and all the glasses, all the stuff, I washed them, I cleansed them, because I wanted them to be used for you, to make them holy and set apart, to do the good work of welcoming you. I wanted you to feel special. I wanted you to come in and see you are worth it because you're a gift of God, for God, from God. So yes, in the Bible it talks about teapots. Doesn't name them quite like that, but they're vessels to be used. Sometimes we have to think of ourselves as like a teapot. Lord, I want to be used. I'm dirty. I'm tired. Will you cleanse me? Will you make me whole? I want to be used again. Will you do that for me, Lord? Says he will. Well, what if you're broken? What if things have happened in your life that your heart's broken? Can God use a broken vessel? It says he heals the brokenhearted. And he binds up the wounds. How many of you have bound up wounds of small children? Put a Band-Aid on it. What did you do after you put the Band-Aid on? You kissed it. Isn't that what Jesus does when he binds up our heart when we're brokenhearted? He takes it and he wraps it. And then he kisses it. Where else did we learn that from? But a loving God. Like the Good Samaritan that bound up those wounds and took the guy to be attended to. Do you suppose that sometimes our wounds are visible so we can remember where he touched, where he healed? And then when somebody says, wow, that's a big scar on your arm. What happened? Oh, let me tell you what Jesus did. I got a scar on my arm for where a dog bit me. Scared the padoodens out of me. God protected me. God protected about 100 children that day with that dog. I can look at that mark and say, God was at work that day. He protected me. He protected children. And I got the sign to prove it. How many of us carry scars that are badges of honor that says Jesus worked here? Jesus touched me here.